Okay, let's just dive right into it. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're tackling a massive misconception, one that's literally holding millions of people back from reaching their actual potential. Think about this kind of radical idea for a second. The biggest reason people stay poor? It's not a lack of income, and it definitely isn't just bad luck. I mean, you can make six figures and still feel totally broke at the end of every single month, right? The real reason is actually that almost everything our standard financial education taught us about money, well, it's completely incomplete.
So, what if everything we've been taught about money is just incomplete? It's a heavy thought, right? We walk through life operating on this really rigid set of rules handed down by, well-meaning parents, teachers, society, assuming they're these unbreakable laws of finance. We never really stop to question if the game has fundamentally shifted. So today, we're setting the stage to uncover the hidden enemies of modern wealth, enemies that those old rules completely ignore, basically leaving us defenseless against a system that is literally designed to keep us spending.
From childhood, we're all basically handed this outdated playbook. You know the one: study hard, get a good job, save some money in the bank, work for 40-odd years, and then, hopefully, retire comfortably. Millions of people have faithfully followed this exact path step by step. They did everything they were told was right, yet so many are still living paycheck to paycheck, absolutely terrified of an unexpected medical bill or a random car repair. So why is that? Well, it's because the world changed completely, but the advice, it stayed exactly the same. We are out here playing a modern financial game using rules from like 50 years ago.
Let's do a really quick thought experiment to see how this actually plays out in the real world. Okay, I want you to imagine a span of 10 years, just one single decade. Picture two people starting out on day one with the exact same salary. They work in the same office, they have the same job title, they bring home the exact same paycheck, and they are starting from the exact same financial baseline. On paper, they're completely identical. But fast forward 10 years, and their realities couldn't be more different. Person A has quietly built this incredibly robust portfolio of investments. Yeah, they drive a reliable, kind of older car, but they sleep soundly at night because they are on the absolute verge of true financial freedom. Person B, on the other hand, despite earning the exact same amount of money all along, they upgraded their lifestyle with every single bonus. They've got the flashy car, the designer clothes, but they are drowning in stealth debt, lying awake stressing over minimum payments. This massive difference? It's not luck. No way. It is driven entirely by habits. Money just leaks away when we aren't paying attention, right through these hidden traps that separate the financially free from the chronically stressed. And here is one of the absolute most dangerous leaks of them all: lifestyle inflation. Honestly, it acts almost like a clinical diagnosis. It's that psychological habit of just automatically increasing your spending to match any rise in your income. You get a promotion and suddenly you feel like you deserve a bigger apartment or a newer luxury car or those crazy expensive tech gadgets. It quietly drains high earners and keeps them absolutely broke, no matter how big their salary actually gets. The ultimate myth we've been sold is that income alone creates wealth. But actually, scratch that, income means absolutely nothing if your lifestyle just inflates to consume every single penny of it.
Now, beyond our own internal habits, we're also up against a modern system meticulously designed to separate us from our cash as quickly as humanly possible. I mean, we are constantly surrounded by these financial traps. Think about it: monthly subscriptions we sign up for and just completely forget about, targeted impulse purchases, one-click shopping, artificial flash sales, and those incredibly tempting buy now, pay later offers right at checkout. Our human brains evolved over thousands of years to seek immediate gratification, right? Quick dopamine hits. Well, modern marketing deliberately exploits that exact instinct. It creates this totally frictionless spending environment that drains your wealth before you even realize a transaction just happened.
Which brings us to the deep psychology of spending. Look, companies don't just sell physical products anymore. They sell identity, they sell comfort, and they sell status. Once you understand this, you see exactly why the money leaks away so effortlessly. We are constantly purchasing feelings rather than just physical stuff. We buy the luxury watch to feel successful, or that trendy new gadget just to feel like we belong to a specific social group. Recognizing this psychological trap, the reality that you cannot buy a lasting self-esteem at a retail store, is really the vital first step to escaping this crazy cycle of endless consumerism.
So how do we actually fix it? Well, it requires a total paradigm shift. The trap is doing what most people do. You earn your paycheck, you spend it on your lifestyle first, paying the landlord, the car company, the restaurants, and then you try to save whatever happens to be left over at the end of the month. The problem? There's rarely anything left. But the wealthy pattern, it completely reverses this traditional flow of money. Wealthy individuals invest first. They automate their investments and literally pay their future selves before anybody else. And then they only spend what's left.
It's a simple flip in behavior, but I promise you, it changes your financial trajectory forever. Now, I know a lot of people kind of freeze up when it comes to the investing part because they are absolutely terrified of making the wrong choice. They want to read 5 more books, or they want to wait for the market to be quote-unquote safe. But you really got to remember this core rule. Consistency beats perfection. The biggest mistake you can make isn't picking a slightly suboptimal investment, it's simply waiting way too long to begin. Time in the market is literally your greatest asset. Getting started today with whatever you have and just being consistent over time is vastly more powerful than sitting on the sidelines waiting for this perfect, risk-free moment that, well, let's be honest, doesn't actually exist.
Okay, let's bring all of this together into a definitive blueprint. Here are your 3 actionable behavioral rules for escaping the whole modern consumerism cycle and achieving actual financial liberty. Rule number 1, spend less than you earn. I know, it sounds super simple, but you really have to fight lifestyle inflation tooth and nail to do it. Rule number 2, invest consistently. Make sure you reverse that flow of money so you are paying your future self first. And rule number 3, ask one very specific question before making any discretionary purchase.
And that absolutely critical question is this: will this improve my future or only make me feel better today? I really want you to internalize this one before you hit that one-click buy button, before you agree to that too-good-to-be-true flash sale. Ask yourself this question. It acts like a mental circuit breaker. It forces you to pause, bypass that deep evolutionary desire for immediate dopamine, and consciously prioritize long-term value over temporary comfort.
Ultimately, the whole shebang boils down to this really profound realization: money is behavior, way more than it is mathematics. Financial freedom isn't some exclusive club reserved just for trust fund kids or the lucky few who somehow picked the perfect stock. No, it is built systematically, one small, repeated decision at a time. The math of investing and saving, that's actually the easy part. It's literally 5th grade addition and subtraction. Mastering your behavior, recognizing the psychological traps of modern marketing, and consistently making choices that actually benefit your future self, that is what truly builds lasting wealth.
Which brings us to the end of today's explainer. If your financial education has been incomplete up until now, today is the day you start rewriting your own playbook to take back control of your financial destiny. Remember, small decisions repeated for years create extraordinary results. So, what small choice are you going to make today that your future self will thank you for? To keep building those healthy habits and uncovering the truth behind how the world really works, make sure to subscribe to Vaani Unscripted for more insights on money, psychology, investing, and building lasting wealth. Thanks so much for joining me, and keep focusing on your future.